So, what are other ways that marketers can use, going off your book, like as far as like tapping into the primal brain? Like,
Mm.
how can people use those skills to market?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's so many things in the book that I just want to be clear. It's not a marketing book. It's about how our brain works. So it's useful for marketing and leadership. It's also for relationships or personal development. If you read it with a different kind of prism on or different blinders on, you'll get different stuff out of it.
Mm.
But obviously, I came to it from the marketing side. So there's a lot I can share there. One thing that a lot of businesses do wrong is they try to be positive.
And what do you
You
mean
know,
by that? Yeah.
well, I know it sounds weird, but remember I was talking about the brain being kind of on standby, the conscious brain being on standby most of the time. We're trying to conserve energy. Our brains are very expensive to run. Our brain is an ignoring machine. So most of the time, its answer to any input is do nothing or keep doing what I was doing. I don't want to think. I don't want to change course. And so, in order to overcome that, you have two tools. You can either do upside, like gain, or downside and loss. And it's that the saying to the bird in the hand is worth two in the bush is absolutely right. We're twice as afraid to lose something as to possibly gain something. So if you're trying to motivate me by saying nice stuff, oh, you'll be rich and famous and have a good looking spouse and 2.2 children or whatever, that's the wrong approach. You should say, hey, if you stay on the current course, it's going to hurt. And ouch, it hurts really bad. And rub salt into the wound. And that negativity, that loss, that fear, that pain avoidance is actually what moves us off of our comfortable spot and allows us to act. So I hear a lot of companies saying, businesses saying, hey, we don't talk like that. We're the nice brand. We don't compare ourselves to our competitors. We don't say anything negative. That's off brand for us. And that's like, to me, fighting with both hands tied behind your back.
So, are you talking about using pain in the marketing, or?
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
start with the pain. So if I'm selling say a tooth whitening product, I'll use that as an example. Most of them say, you'll have a bright smile and white teeth. And I would say, I'd have a testimonial from someone that says, my yellow teeth, I was embarrassed to open my mouth and smile. I couldn't get any dates. That led to loneliness and depression. I almost committed suicide. And that's when I decided to try bright white or whatever. Do you see how, if somebody, you're actually like digging at the pain of staying on the current course or not doing anything about it? So rub salt into the wound, start with that. That's the most powerful motivation you could have.